everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back. It is Friday and this is another Crafty Dare that is hosted by Ninju over on Instagram. And this week Ninju asked me what 3 elements I would like the crafters to use this week. So I dared everybody to use gold, some ribbon, and a button. So I'm going to go ahead and create another card this week. So I chose for my gold this piece of paper. I got this at Michael's. It's a Recollections where it's in the single sheet with those cute little animals on it. And then this here is some ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like a pinky rose gold, lots of glitter on it. And I'm going to use a natural toned button. So I've already cut down some cardstock in craft down to an A2 size card. So that means I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock and I cut it in half and then I folded it in half. So then the dimensions of this card are 5.5 inches by 4.25. So I've also trimmed down a piece of pink cardstock, a pale pink, and trimmed this down not quite 1/4 inch to layer. And I am going to use this gold cardstock right on the bottom. So what I am going to do is use some Fabrifix. This is a quick drying glue and it's acetone based and it's gonna dry quickly and it's gonna give me a little bit of time to move this piece around on my other cardstock. Sometimes I think I love my art glitter glue, but it doesn't give me much time to work. And then I was going to use my tape runner, but you have no time to move anything around with that. So, and look, this is already grabbing quickly. All right, so we've got those 2 pieces adhered together. And then I'm going to go ahead and take, I think I actually got that a hair crooked, but yeah, I don't think it's that noticeable. So we're going to keep on moving along, and I'm going to attach this ribbon right in the center. Yeah, I think that'll look good, and I am just going to grab some tape to adhere that right down. Oh my goodness, my tape is folding in on itself. Okay. There we go. Let's make sure we're even. Fold this down and around. And let's see, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little vintage photo. I probably should have done this before I did my ribbon, but I'm getting ahead of myself. And I'm going to add a little bit of color. And I'm going to go ahead and add it to this cardstock as well, just to deepen those tones. My sponge is coming apart a little bit. I really probably should get a new little tool, and I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Oh, before I do that, I'm also going to use my favorite little stamp. This is a set from old stamp from Stampin' Up called Itty Bitty Backgrounds, and they are no longer they were discontinued quite some time ago, but you can still find them every now and again. Well, actually pretty much all the time. I think I looked recently on eBay. So I do quite a bit of eBay shopping, and I don't know, when I'm trying to find something fun and quirky or something different, I don't know, I like to check out eBay. Alright, so this time I'm going to go ahead and use my tape runner and go ahead and adhere my card front to my card base, and here I'm going to go and use the tape runner since I can put it together pretty quickly. And I will say that this glitter is moving around a little bit, but anyway, so I don't need too much time, I think, to move this card front around. All right, and I like to turn it over and then just make sure everything is adhered down. If I had my bone folder near me, I would probably do that. All right, and then I pulled this deer out of a Maggie Holmes collection, and you know what? I'm not entirely sure which one. I feel like it was Willow Lane, but I am not entirely sure. And I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this little deer down. And let's see, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab my art glitter glue. I think I left the lid off of it. Can I get it to go? Of course not. Of course not. All right, I'm gonna revert back to our Fabrifix then because it's ready to go. Could probably grab some glue stick for that matter. All right. And of course I like all those edges to be well adhered down so he's not going to lift up on the page. I think this is really sweet for a baby card. So I'm going to create this and put it in my stash, and actually I will be using this later on towards the end of the year for one of my daughter's best friends. All right, oh, look at that. Really, really sweet little deer. Oh my goodness. Maggie Holmes does such a good job with that kind of thing, doesn't she? And I'm gonna take this little piece of crocheted lace here, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attach that down right up on this corner. I can get my glue going. And let's see how we do with that. All right. I need this to come out a little bit further. Get the glue moving. I hope everybody had a good time with this Crafty Dare. For me, these are just things that I love to create with. And I wasn't, well, actually, I had something in mind I was going to create, and then it went in a totally different direction. All right, and then I did take this button earlier and added some pink twine to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a good glob of glue on the back of this. Very technical term, a big glob of glue. And let's go ahead and adhere that right about there. So our button is covered. We have some gold. We've got our ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and trim these tails just a little bit. I think I learned this trick. Anna White. She leaves her tails. She's a designer for Impression Obsession currently, and I've admired her style for a long time. She used to also design for Whippersnapper. You can find her on Instagram as, I think it's Sweet Miss Daisy, and I love her style. All right, and then last but not least, I used this older Martha Stewart punch, this small tag, and they are quite small, and I went ahead and punched it out in white and gold. And let's see, I had a small stamp. It says, "All you need is love." So I'm going to ink that up in some black archival and stamp that on my little tag. Oh goodness, it went off the edge a little bit, so I'm going to flip it over and re-stamp it. There you go. That's better. It's so tiny, and this again is a really old Stampin' Up! Stamp. Okay, so now I need to brown it back up again, and I think I'm going to add just a touch of adhesive and kind of offset this gold piece with this one. So there you go. And then let's see, I'm going to add a little bit of this glue and just add this up in there. Oh my goodness, I am really loving how this turned out. So again, I've been creating cards. It's not required. It's just kind of what I've been inspired to make lately, as cards for these Crafty Dare challenges. And I will be posting this on Instagram. And if you want to see what others have made, if you go over to Instagram and put in hashtag Crafty Dares with an S on the end, Crafty Dares, and you can check out Ninju, who is hosting this great challenge, and see what other folks that are participating are making as well. All right, thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Love it if you give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time.